For me, I like low bar.
I like the shove.
Yes, the
Show me
shove.
that slow bar.
But there are some lifters.
Yeah. On the mat.
Personally, I use high bar in training, and it makes it a more difficult lift. It also forces you to stay more upright when you're squatting. But for competition purposes, I prefer low bar. Most lifters I see use low bar, but like I said, there's no cookie cutter way of doing it. It's all dependent on your body mechanics and what feels good for you. So if a high bar feels good for you, then you should use a high bar. Okay, well,
but then at the same time, I have the problem of I leave her. So that's why, you know.
And at what point do you leave it? Like when you're stepping out?
No, when I'm coming up.
When you're coming up out of the hole?
Yeah.
Okay, that's something.
That's something else?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, who has it? If you have it. Do you remember your numbers?
17.
Yes, 16. Okay, so what was that?
You didn't take it out.
I didn't.
Lift it up.
Sorry.
We don't know. It's a mystery. 17. What is it? Yeah, 17.
Rather than putting the weight, but on your one foot, and when you set to your setup, you want to try and get up in a way where it's even. So let's just say this was my show, so that when you lift off, it's easy to just, I'm actually tippy-toeing out here kind of, to step out. You don't want to put it on one foot. God forbid something happens. You want it to be equally distributed on both feet when you step out.
Then when I got them, I could just slide them down.
I'm just here to take weights.
If you don't have a rack height,
No, I'm just here to change weights.
okay. Who else doesn't have a rack height?
How high are you going with this? Probably about there.
You can use the other ones as well, which is trying to get rack height.
I think I can go a little bit higher.
Higher, other sheet, get back.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna put it right over those
No, actually, the reason why is that when you're squatting out, like I said, as your weight gets heavier, because you're kind of
What size
closer,
do you have?
it's going to end up happening. I'd rather you be under and step up, step back, and to hit it. You don't want it too high.
But I did it. I did get that.
Anybody else? Anybody else need a rock height? Okay.
Karen, you do. Yeah, that's fine.
Even just.
You can use up here if you don't have a rack height.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and embracing the rock.
Oh, there's higher. Oh, no kidding. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, okay, you guys keep on.
14.
Perfect, thank you. Oh, no. Oh,
The other thing is, safe. Those ones have a real nice tall. This is not a good example.
yeah, try it. Well, especially for the change. Looks like you guys are all good. I don't have a rack height.
Let's walk a little bit more.
You're usually really low.
Yeah, I'm usually super low.
Did you do it yet?
No, not okay.
Trust. What I was just telling Erin, she said she likes it really well, which is fun. But specifically for today, or maybe, the ERX a little bit, so that you can see the photos. But Erin was taking this out, and her bar height was above the top of the table. So she has to that's energy wasted on first, second attempt or warm up. If you don't really need to do, or else just exploding yourself. Oh, jeez, I tweaked my back. Let's warm up the body. When you pull the ball away and finish that squat, you should be able to just walk straight ahead.
I find when
So you feel that?
Yeah.
I'm saying how there's like one, like this height on the bar, and then you always want to touch. So I want you to just stand straight up.
Yeah.
So when you're here?
Does that feel comfortable?
Yeah, it does. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. You want me to do the fake squat?
Bring it down on the.
Those are for real stuff.
Want me to see it again?
old lady.
Find that shelf again, so get your
You're
back
just
underneath.
tension. So you're okay. We can probably do a little bit.
And which one is what? This is
I don't know, it's like primitive.
It's there for you. The thing is also when you step out, you either look forward or look up.
Okay.
You look down,
Yeah.
look down.
Look forward.
Look forward, yeah, look up. So maybe it'll make a difference.
Well, just eyeballing, right?
Yeah, you have to go so many turns.
And I'll show you how to start. Everyone has their own way of doing
You
it.
guys are all kind of in the same.
Yeah, I've seen it.
This
I'll
stuff.
show you the way I do it. You'll figure it out, and actually it'll just come to you. But this isn't my idea, but I'll work with it.
That's just kind of like that. And I know if you sometimes I look at you because you don't have that, like, you know,
So I know that's not my height. At this point, I'm squeezing everything in my body. Everything is tight. I'm grabbing this bar like a deadlift. And then I step back. And now I'm ready. So everyone comes with their own way. I've seen people keep it under the bar and they'll do both feet here and there. You just have to do what we're doing. When you stand up and step back, the weight is evenly distributed between those two legs initially. When you step back, however you step back. Okay? And like I said, you make sure that
So that one's always good for you just. Anyone else need that?
I still have not been able to get it done.
Yeah. What's some of your favorite warm-up?
I still can't make it.
Without getting carried away.
Warm up my dog, I'll share it. I'll share it too. Maybe a little bit.
When I train with Bill Jameson, I put the eyes on, and I do I know take it off. I can't like 5 weeks later. Can I put it on again? Okay. Put it on again. 1 sec. Nope, take it off. So finally when I was training in Niagara, 10 weeks of saying, nope, don't get me.
And that's the other everybody. Everybody, good. Okay, yeah.
And once we're all
I'm just pointing at you.
and finally got it. It took a long time to.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. It's exciting.
I'm sitting in your way.
You train? You tell me. All right, got it. All right, excuse me, ladies, we're gonna break up into equal groups now. We're gonna assess your form and load some weight on and have some fun with it. All right, so if you can break into your groups amongst the three wherever you went to get your rack heights.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, we got one in there too. So
Let's start it up.
in there. Yep.
Come on, peeps.
Okay.
Get comfortable.
Inside or? Yeah, I guess so. Okay.
Super short people are going inside.
No, but the rack is lower. So
Yeah, maybe just put some tens on just for. Oh, I was like, are there too many?
You said 16, right?
So it did try over there. So, forgive me, I'm not super. Don't forgive me.
No, it's not your fault. It's okay. It's just habit.
Oh yeah, just
It's like,
It's just the way it is.
yeah, it's just
The universe is right.
yeah, it's like, when I see them, I'm like, no, it's not right. How do you do your setup? Get under. Everything is tight. Oh, the bar.
Can't do it.
I saw it and I was like, oh yeah.
You haven't forgotten.
She get a picture of that. You guys look good.
I got my knees wrapped.
When you're squatting, I noticed that when you're coming up, you have a little bit.
I know.
The first time I had that, I can't do this.
Yes, that is another way for you to work better.
So we're 4 and 2.
Come down. Like the minute you have to go, think to yourself as if you're getting ready to take the bar here, so if you were going to
No, not the other girls.
but I was thinking,
Yeah.
Yeah, you get like pots and stuff in her suit.
I think it's good.
You're not good at all. I have a
yeah, and it's
Run her back.
so you see the whole and you start to look up before another thing you tell yourself is what you tell yourself actually
I get really
transforms. You tell yourself I'm gonna drive through my key is to like look at one
So what's going on here? You lost the pace and the one and a half. Okay, so this isn't taking the ribbon first. So what you need to do is so you would have your elbows straight and push against towards your head. So like that. Your elbows bending. So there you go. And you pull back for 6 seconds, 5 times, and that will get the pec engaged, and then that will stabilize the ribs. Yeah, so 6 seconds, 5 times. 6 seconds, 5 times. For about a week.
Okay.
because of what people are. But I'm too far.
Okay, this is a lifter. But this elbow, as soon as you do this, it's not biceps. It's not going to injure you, it's just not going to get what you want. And it doesn't matter how your hand is contacting it. That doesn't matter. I just need the elbow straight, arm toward your head with some resistance. So like if I was to do it here, I could do it, like if I was using my right hand, I could just do it like that.
Okay, you were perfect from that
6
point.
seconds, 5
Now when
times.
you're stepping back, just take a natural step.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, like, I am a little bit wider than Jen. So I knew that I wasn't wide enough there.
Yeah, once the hips not stable, and in this case it's your elbow. If the little rib muscles in the chain go crazy and they wrap around and they give you a, and you get a heart attack. Actually, you do. Okay. So, well, the thing is, watch. If I go to lower half, shoulder blade back, pull down to the ground that way. So that's strong. But if I come down to the upper half like this, pull up that way. So play your elbow. Pull across. After the same way.
The only thing
If
I
I
do,
can do more subclavius, now pull across.
it's that step. And the reason why I say that is because when you start to
It
get
just depends
heavier
on how
weights,
more killers.
it's going to be
So do that
really difficult
exercise.
for you because when you're pushing
Okay,
back,
brush with your right.
you're basically balancing all
So well done. Okay. That will get these muscles to stabilize your ribs better.
and then you take a natural step. Something in the range that feels natural, because then you're already there. If you take a wider step, there's a chance that it's got to be a natural step that you're taking. Something that you'll find what feels comfortable with you, but don't take a wider step. You need more of a narrow step to step back.
Oh yeah, no, this is that for my name.
Okay. Trust me, when the weight gets heavier,
The width here, it's like, goes too far back.
right, even if it, yes, because it's that first initial step, yeah. But you'll know, even if it's just you just messing around with the bar and you just taking a few off and just feeling for it yourself, because you know, only you know where that special spot is.
Right.
All I can do is just tell you, that's too far. Like in my mind, I see this and I think, like that's too far. But that's all.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
That's what the basic lifts are. Everything I do, failure to nutrition, this and that. There's always a reason for it.
Squeeze the bar.
You'll just get tight muscles. Yeah, are you?
You're still lucky. I'm 50. You have the whole world ahead of you.
Okay, I can do it. Okay, I'll do it.
I'm 50.
I'm 52.
Yeah, but you squat like you bench. It's awesome. Yeah, it's very like as far as like the stiffness of your forms, it's very nice.
Yeah, becomes
But there's one thing I
Yeah, yeah, well,
that's my weakness.
okay.
almost like a little part of
But
you
that's,
is kind of like
that should happen, right? 'Cause that's-
Yeah.
moving in
yeah,
this, so
it's
that's
breaking.
Yeah.
range. I want you to
And
do this
in the squat.
start to
Yeah,
wasn't more upper in this way.
okay. So we want you to talk to Audis and have him watch you, because it could be like, you know how you were talking about the hip,
You have a really
the
strong
hip
back.
extension, those are great, it's like you're trying to activate that. So he can maybe give you some ideas as far as, let's do some glute activation, but let's also test to see if your glutes are firing. Because if they're both coming at the same time, then it could be both glutes aren't doing their job, it could be something else,
Okay.
right? So we'll get him to watch,
That's how I
get him to watch you doing like a little lighter, and then as you get heavier, okay?
Aaron did a good job getting on
No, because everything else is going to be tight when you come out anyway. Like initially you're setting your mindset up to finish the lift and finish the being here, so it's almost making you want to making you want to keep your chest up high, it's making you want to look up. That's something I thought you were too. That's something that you mentally have to tell yourself, ladies, is that when you're coming out of the hole, you should be thinking, I'm coming up, I'm looking up. That's what you have to tell yourself. So you're squeezing everything, and excuse me, I don't mean to curse, you're squeezing your ass, the ass works, trust me. And you're coming out of the hole, everything should be tight. You are literally fighting for that squat with everything you have. So when you hit this point, that's what you should be thinking. I'm trying to finish. As if you're trying to throw that bar through the ceiling ahead on top. You're just trying to push through. So you use everything you got, and you'd be surprised. Like they talk a lot about momentum. It really does play a role. Like I have gotten numerous lifts simply on the fact because I refuse to quit. Like the moment you have self-doubt is when you lose that lift. You have to believe from the time you get underneath that bar that you're going to finish, no matter what happens. All else fails, you have good spotters. They'll catch the weight. They'll catch the weight, but don't dump the weight. You have to stay with the weight. But I'm saying yes, when you're doing it, you have to believe that you can do it. That's the only way it's going to happen. It doesn't matter if you're strong enough to do it, but if you don't believe it here, it's not going to work. I mean, that's the only way I can explain how the hell I feel.
So Kimberly, when you talk about squeezing everything, so you talk specifically about like squeezing glutes.
Everything.
Like actually like clench?
Yes, like when I'm coming up, like I'm
So narrower?
everything, because the tighter your body is when you lift, squat, bench, deadlift, whatever, the easier the lift is. And I didn't believe it until I actually did it. You can feel the difference, and especially for us as women when we're benching, you can feel it, like literally, and that's why I try and use the analogy of telling people that when you squeeze the bar, do it as if your life depends on it. So obviously if your life depends on it, you're squeezing tighter, right? So if you maintain that throughout the rep or the attempt, you'll feel the difference. It does feel easier. It may feel a tad more uncomfortable, but it's only a few seconds. You'll live. Like, but it's worth it. So, what else? Who did I get?
45.
Have you done that? Have you squeezed it in the bottom position before? No, I've never done that.
There's so many information on it. Yeah. Especially with not breaking you.
She's really tired. I'm just gonna right now, and this is still a good weight, easy weight for you. Next year, all the way to right. Feel it.
And finally, last year, I
And we all do that. I got a lever belt.
And that's where it gets tricky sometimes because the lever belt, there's no adjustment. You have to make sure it's right where it needs to be.
Yeah, I know. I just adjusted it. And mine changes depending on if I have foot in or not.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where
It
it's
depends
the
on what day of the week.
single pound is your most.
You can see I move anywhere from 4, actually you can see I move from 1 right up to the 7s.
Just however you find your grip.
Do you have one of those belts or? Because of the more, it's variety?
Exactly.
And I use a different, I use a different lifts.
A lot of
See,
people do
for
that.
me, I find that the wide one, like, there's not a lot of room here.
And it's a good thing about this wrap is that it forces your you to put your wrist in the proper position.
I don't know who makes it. Some of my girls have it.
Yeah,
It's like a,
Joan has
it's like
one.
a 3-inch. It's a little bit smaller, and it doesn't because it hits your ribs and your hips, right?
There's probably, this is probably one inside, but I always wonder about the ones that are tapered, like
Yeah, I have
small in the front and then big in the back.
I have a
It kind of
taper.
takes away from the purpose of right? I think that old style, at least what my mind thinks about, it's like, oh, it's just the back.
The faster you move, under
If it's
control.
really skinny in the front,
That's the key, because I've seen some people, as we call it, do
right?
the dive
You like
bomb
it,
squat.
put
I hate
a
that
piece of
because I'm
piano.
like, oh my god,
You
I
could
hope
push
you're
against it
gonna
too,
hold
but
up. I don't know how the hell they're gonna come out of the hole with that
So
dive
that
bomb
makes
squat. Some people
Yeah,
can do that, but the better way to do it, the way that's gonna last longer on your knees is a more controlled speed spot. And what that does is that also gives confidence in knowing that you're able to handle the weight. So when you get under there
yeah,
and you're
that's
ready,
actually,
you have to be able, like
we
I
talked
said, you're
about,
telling
you gotta
yourself,
use a different size
from the
for
moment you
different
take it
lifts.
off the rack,
When you
like,
put it on,
I know,
it's
and I
like-
feel like every
you put
lifter
it-
experiences
at least
this, like,
myself.
you know you've had it. It just feels right. When you take it off the rack, you know if you're gonna have it. Because the weight just feels right. So when you tear that command,
Because when you're here, it's a different position.
do it, you know,
Right.
with aggression. Do it with confidence, you know. I know I got this, so
Let's take some more squats.
bury it. Because you also know that mentally, when you hit that hole, you're gonna fight to come out of it. Because you're only halfway done. I don't know if it's easier to say it's easier going down or coming up. I don't know. This depends on the person. What do
We're
you
not going
find?
head
You like,
down.
you find it,
We're
is it
going
easier
sort of
going down
this,
or
Yeah.
yeah.
across. And imagine you have an orange.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it.
Whose is this?
Did I miss anything? Everyone got a chance to wonder? I want you to ask any questions that you want to ask. Definitely
If
wrist
I
wraps.
drop my chest and fall down.
Wrist wraps make a
I raise
difference.
my
And
hand,
there's
fall
so many types of wrist
We're going
wraps.
squeezing on
You have to find the ones that work for
between
you.
your
There are the
elbows.
ones that are made with a stronger, like
want that
fabric. There's ones that are a little softer. You just gotta feel them out to see. The other thing with wrist wraps,
This
here,
is straight on. So
yes.
squeezes you.
There's different
Right arm
distances.
on.
I mean, lengths as
Yeah.
well. Like
It's
for
fair.
this one, I would use
Look,
this primarily for a deadlift because it's just about having a little bit of the wrist support.
Same.
I don't really do that. Yeah, if it's a bench, I'll use a longer wrist wrap because it makes more stability for it. It's just, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to have more stability in all three of those. So I rock the bad boy back with it. I just use one for one like this. That's what I
Orange on your chin, eyes on the cross.
First competition, I presented my wraps. Not those ones. I had
better.
CrossFit World ones. I have my first competition.
Linda, that was really good. Because, you know what, under a little bit of stress, we want to go to the default that you're used to doing. So it's going to take some practice. When you get into a dogfight right
Those are the
there,
ones I would use for
when
bench.
you get in a dogfight right there to the training session, it's going to go up.
So it's dipping down. So,
Yeah.
so Linda, so all the techniques up here that Paul said, you also didn't grab the bar symmetrically. This knurling was almost over here. Okay? The bar is actually dipped down on the right, and you can run the injury of right side injury just by because it's doing more than 50% of the weight.
Right.
Because the bar is not centered. And you already know we have a right side that we're struggling with. So you're asking to get a problem again by doing that. You have to have that centered early. You don't want to make the right side doing more than its fair share. So you really got, and the thing is, even your hands on here weren't, they weren't symmetrical. It was like this. Well, it was a couple. It was not. I'm not splitting hairs. It was a couple inches different. So you really need to grab that symmetrical. This one you got it. Okay. I mean, you were coming in up and down in this square. I didn't know what you get said, but
You're saying
really well.
straight around like
So
this.
that was good to see, but
I
we
do that,
don't wanna
yeah.
give open doors for other things to happen.
That comes right back, guys.
So that's not like the little,
Yeah.
when you're pushing out of the hole, you don't
Yeah.
want to squat, even though you're obviously
So why don't we
this
make
part
a
of
little
your body from here down
Yeah.
to the
foam in our
lower.
down. Okay, come in
It's good to
closer.
have
Yeah.
extra stability on your wrist as you're
This is
grabbing the bar.
grip first. Make sure it's
Okay, well, let's
with your fingers on the reins. I have to use a thumbs up measurement.
Hands off.
Be aware.
Pardon?
Every time you step out there, you need to be aware of what you're doing. And just have a look. So it's a
I thought it was, but I know that sometimes unconsciously, I move my hands around.
Even looking more. There's a little bit that going on.
So that's the turn. First, grip is gonna go. Hold on to it. And hands are
So that can either be, I mean, fusions and tendons to really working hard of adductors, hard of adductors, so the other ones are contracting as synergists.
and then we go on.
So even these dark flaps, so not the worst, I shouldn't say much worse flaps than that, but having said that, that was whatever it is, 5 reps there?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not your max. So, you know what, we can probably,
Everything stays tight, get under it with confidence.
just this will only take a minute.
Find your shelf.
Set the shelf. Get the bar where you want it every time. Make it a process.
Ass, squeeze your legs, whenever you're ready.
Every single time. Then we tension the hips off the body. So the
Push through your heels.
really maybe go wider. And she's gonna get her hips right on the bar, so when she stands straight up.
On this last one, look up,
Push as hard as you can.
Then she's
look up, look up, look up, look up.
Do the other one as well.
Come in.
Somebody got 200 pound squat, that's not. That should be strong, okay? So what do we do now?
Let's do that. Let's just let it go through there.
So
I think it's just a matter of you just like to take it into it, because I know
Let's just
so
take it out. Walk it back.
that when you're coming out,
okay.
you do that.
I say I can hang on to
It's just something that's gonna have to be on time. Like I said, mentally telling yourself, my body moves as one unit.
Yeah.
So mentally remind yourself, my body moves as one unit. So when you're coming out,
Keep that straight angle.
yes, going up.
Yeah.
You don't just have to that.
That comes with time.
So now I gotta find out why it's so pure form.
I'm here with it. The other thing is,
Okay, so loss of glute max.
it's just a matter
Will
of.
make that, but she's coming out of the full flight, so I don't think it's glute.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I could test it, but just by the fact that you stay there, please. So because of that, because the glute max is, I don't think it will look like a glute max failure. Therefore, I'm going to check something that's really not super important for powerlifting in terms of just how much it affects your lift. So I'm going to check my rotator balance. Okay, so push your foot towards the tree now. Good. Yep. I'm going to go through all the quadratus femoris, operators. Push your foot to the tree. Okay, going from there again. Okay, push your foot to the tree again. See how there's nothing there? Yeah, so there's nothing there. But it's here, push it right. That's strong. It's actually not soft tender, it's operator externus right there. Okay. It's okay. So what's going on is you have it's kind of like, sorry, I'm trying to get some shots. Okay, we have like a rotator cuff of the hip, where there's different muscles. They're now we're going to talk about why you're false. So we're going to do what we have right and then it's just showing her where it works relative to the so I can start reading her hip dance. I usually do like anything by that.
But it's better to have someone else spell it for you.
Just showing her what works relative to the other.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I've seen videos thinking that was
Push your foot to the tree again.
Yeah.
Good. Push your foot to the tree again. So this is here you go in this character, right? So now I can just feel the muscle in the first just go after a antagonist here. I'm just going to set the muscle
Everything tight, stays with
I could go treat all of the rotator muscle, but right now I just want to get back under the bar.
I like that route.
do one more. Hit it. Drive. Drive. Like I said, unless lighter weight, but there's going to come a point where when you're hitting this, you're not going to be able to compensate. You're not going to be able to recover and lock back. So you can finish it. You'll end up here.
Okay. Okay, so. So let's try to check. That's not going off so far right now. When you see anything right as you drive, maybe I saw this. Nice to meet you. Yeah, exactly. So she started coming back.
I'll just start
Lots of people do it. That water coming in 1,000 pounds, your body doesn't care if you're not. Yep, that's what I was asking. It's more important to maintain this range. You're just going to set up. You guys know where I was.
Now I have a vision.
Oh, this is funky. This is like reality TV now. Epic talk.
It will never stop.
10 to 20? 10.2. I love this one. Yeah. It's probably like my second most used one.
Cool. I'll let you try out my Tokine 11 and 16.
I like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. That one's got a little more range, but mine's like 2.8 is the difference.
Yeah. Well, this is 4, so yeah. But it's alright.
Things gotta just come at the same time. They're all right. I might have to treat the quad around a little bit. So, see that, but if it needs to be touched up later, I'm good. Okay. Oh, yeah. Doesn't change. You guys get how are we doing? How are we doing? You know what? I'd like to see what the effect is done. Touching it, but how am I doing? Somewhere else. I don't know how I want to
You guys like, so we're not sure what you have to be totally away from the time. Now it's not going to so how you think the beauty goes when they come out,
Okay, so
how's this working for you? Is it too high?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
Whatever setup you use.
Weight-wise?
Do you watch?
During nationals, that's why like hip issues. But I always
You'll see, like, I like to say a lot of women, even men, walk out. Everyone's nervous. Everyone's nervous. I got that. Everyone gets nervous. Please, and that's another
That's kind of cool. Like a low angle.
I love that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I love that. Keeps everything.
The wide angle and low angle go together really well.
Yeah, totally.
Or like feel.
Definitely.
Well, we've got it at you guys like right now
That's my fault.
I'll just be bouncing around all over the
Jessica, do you want to tell me which round first of all when I got Okay. Now? She's like, oh, okay. Just tell me we're going now. Used to compete together, so. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're in the same class and I
And I moved on.
It's going to be more tight. And the thing is, you can tell it's a failure because the more the person struggling, the more if it's a technique that won't be the same whether it's a bar or 200 pounds. Right? It's off the top. It's not going to be too hard.
When you have one more.
Yeah, really nice form. Linda, check her inside. Just when not at all. When the baby sends back, lose a bit of
broke his leg hiking and he gets down to his death. We won't know, we have to see if there's something to do.
What she's on. There you go. I'm thinking. What she's on. Yes.
Find that point. Changing all the stuff on the left side. Stop your stand straight. Stay tight. Find that point. Find that point. Find that point. One more. I'm in. Yeah, I can feel it. Yeah, I can feel it. Alright, come on.
And you see that point? Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it was the car, you know.
I mean, there have been times when I've been in a meeting and you can even talk to them. You'd be surprised. You may be able to see, you see nothing, you hear nothing, but when you're fighting for a lift, it's like you can hear this lone voice telling you, come on, you can do it, keep moving, keep moving. It's kind of crazy. Like, it's amazing, like these little things, like they make a difference. Like even like, I just did nationals last weekend, and my last one,
I never feel my glutes activated. And I know that they help.
Now you know how they're going to work.
he was telling me,
It's what you're doing with your feet.
Such a small tweak too. So it's just toe coming up.
It's just, if you feel your toe come up, don't let it come up because now you have a problem.
Okay.
As far as balance goes. It should feel like it's coming up.
Right.
just allowed
All
me
you're trying to do is
even
this,
more on that good.
without actually doing that.
Me when the meet, I get blind. No one has time. Just don't see it, don't hear anything, just.
I actually have them squat this way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know it's hard, but they know that their knees are going out.
Right.
As soon as your knees start pushing out, your toes are coming out on the edges of your feet. It's like what Kimberly was saying, you want to load the edges of your feet. That's why we wear those shoes and we wear the flat boots that you had on before. So you can get that tension.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Oh my God.
Okay? Cool. You want to try, Mary?
Thank you. What?
How to get your butt working.
Yeah. Sure.
Janice is going to show you.
Okay.
Seriously, because if you can show her, you know how to do it.
Should I do it with like?
If someone is yelling something, I will focusing on it. Yeah, instead of like focusing on you know, yeah, that's it. Yeah, but so it's a bit hard to get focused on your lift.
So now what you want to do is, and then if you can have fun, if you want
So it's just pushing your top side up.
Drag your hamstrings back at 45. That's your hips. Hamstrings. As you're pushing out. Sit back. This, not this. That's what you're guiding back.
Okay.
Okay, it's an important distinction. As soon as you start sticking your butt out, now you're extending. I want you to extend. So you have to get your important distinction. Guide the hamstrings back, not the butt. Okay. Sit back. And you see your lower leg is going to stay perpendicular to the floor a little longer than you're less reliant on your quads, much more reliant on your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back, really more
It's here. Our hips are under it.
Okay. That's me, I'm out.
I want you to
That's me
think
now?
of
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I like that process. Let's try it again.
what you're doing is
Bring it.
what happens
All what you do, squeeze your glutes on that wrong side. Feel a light here?
I have a change. When you say this now,
your ass is tight.
Feel much lighter?
My
We don't have this. you only take the most amount of damage from the so I can't care less. The only thing I would have told you that first step you did, you were doing very fast. The first rep was good, but you did 2 reps on 1 rep, and it was like an automatic gun. This is home base. Think about what we're supposed to be doing for the next rep. So think about it as 5 sets of 1. Let's do another set of 3, but I want to also 3 singles and start at the top of the 50. Absolutely.
Okay.
Give me when I deadlift.
The more reps you do,
Give me some more opposites.
C'est mon dernier set en bas.
Mais il faut que ça vienne que c'était beau quand premier squat, il y a encore un petit peu. Ben, c'est ça. Ça aurait comme été. Ouais, ben, c'est ça. Mais sinon,
your adductors are with the top. The more reps you did, the more this happened. So it was just it would stay the same. But if it was, if it's a breakdown, on those machine sets. So I have to remember what is making the movement.
And that's what everybody's looking at me.
Everything that's amplified is regardless of fatigue, so if you stop that little bit, that way you can get more. That's what these guys do. If you practice, and then we will not leave about it, if you practice shooting weight squats, that's what translates. So if you have 1 good rep of 5, you have, my math is terrible, but whatever percentage of good ones, the shitty ones, what do you think you're going to get?
Yeah, 3 reps, 2 reps, 1 rep. Some people do 4 reps. Yeah. I'm going to holy crap.
By that time, I was oh, you aren't, but I am.
Yeah, 3 sets. So the first set's 3 reps, second one's 2 reps, last one's 6 reps.
Everyone's different. That's what works for me. I mean, you said you're for deadlift, I'm
Deadlift 3 to 4.
Maybe I'm doing too much. I'm doing ice. I think I'm doing 7. I think it's
Too much. It's wasted. Yeah, the energy. At least take it down to 5. I don't want to
even if I'm doing it better.
What's the percentage
I'm making your spine neutral.
And what is
and you feel confident. I can
Veux-tu du café? Il m'en reste.
also like, you know you see that film chart where there's like complete and it goes all the way to the man, right? And there's a new one that's still around where it goes all the way to man. And then it starts going back down to the back.
Because it's so hard because you're so used to being down there for 7 weeks that you're confident. You know
Same process every time. Boots on, sit in and slow.
And you're working on technique and stuff too, right? So,
Next week, the only thing that she got married is a short little class, like just showing it all.
You can go 2 inches deeper. Push them out wide, sink it, sink it, sink it. Stand up. Wrap.
She was showing off, right? Yeah, walking out all blue.
And that's the best part, is when you get done doing them.
Did that feel alright?
Yeah, that was a hitting that.
Because they don't shoot back there.
So we've got their yeah, so I think you so have so much more pattern of time doing what you did. So I think you need a little bit to reconnect to normality.
Start taking, I mean, on raw training days, do it. What do you need 6 weeks from me? Start doing it.
I'm more flaky, I get different stuff.
Well, no, because I gave you mine as a hat.
Very close.
The kids are sleeping in my hand.
And that's when I got
Two things I see too. One, when you're laying down, after you get into position, squeeze your ass, then you'll open up your hips and lock it in place, and your butt won't come off the bench.
Yeah, because that's my big one.
And like you can try it and see the difference of what I'm talking about. Like once you squeeze, you literally can't move.
Right. Okay.
And the other thing is, the other thing is that your eyes should actually line up with
Yes, you're right.
Right.
No,
it's okay.
I know that. It's just.
Well, why me showing it or any other coach showing it or someone else, it's just reinforcing it for someone else. So.
There it is, you're right.
You know, you're
Okay.
You're right.
All right.
Yeah, they probably have room in here too, because they've only got 3 lifters there. So if somebody wants to sneak in, feel free.
For the short arms.
Yeah, you got them short arms together. Not a bad thing. Yeah, so just be aware, there's no little lip here. So if you're used to grabbing onto the bar to get yourself into position, it's kind of tough to get there.
eventually after enough of weeks of trying it, your body actually conforms to it because it actually teaches you to basically rest on your butt and your shoulder blades, which is basically where.
So putting a foot wall
like in between. So like when you're lifting, just jump in, Mark. Basically, you just rested underneath there. Yeah. So then when you're lifting, it actually forces you to stay in that position. Your body gets used to it. You're basically like molding your body into that position just over time.
So like a phone flip.
Or heart, or helping too. The air taken out of it. Or a foam roller. Yeah, you can get smaller and work your way up. Because believe me, like, you look at some of the best benchers and some of them have some extremely awesome arches. Like you wouldn't believe someone could arch that well and still be able to handle the weight, but they do. Especially a lot of the European and Asian lifters, I think I've seen some of the best ones when it comes to arching.
Like a 2-inch stroke. That's amazing.
Yeah.
With 2 or 3 inches.
Literally.
Yeah. Some girls, they were asked before when there was no rule that how much part of your butt has to touch. Sometimes they can actually straighten their arms and touching the chest at the same time. So they will just come down a little bit and do like this. So then they force that at least close to half of your butt has to touch. And the pipe, for the sport, if you don't find anything, you can ask a plumber or go to the shop, buy 2-inch pipe, 3-inch pipe, you know that
PVC pipe.
yeah. But that's the best thing. You don't give up anyway. So you try from maybe 2 inches, then 3 inches, see what you can do.
Putting like duct tape around to make it a little more. The things also remember like similar to when you carry over from squat. Same thing about driving through your heels when you're coming down the bench. Ideally, instead of pushing straight up, it's almost like you're pushing this way. Actually, when you do it instead of so.
That's a real class set.
Yeah. So like, when you're here, wherever you bring it in your chest, it's more like you're going that way. Because what tends to happen is that when you're going like this, especially when weight starts to get heavy, you have a tendency to start coming out of your groove, and then at this point you lose it. So, you know, within your subconsciously, you need to tell yourself, you keep trying to drive back. So, as you're driving back, your glutes are tight, you're driving through your heels at the same time. So it's like, once again, you're moving as one unit. You're pushing upward and back, and you're also driving with your heels at the same time. You'll feel it when you actually when you start doing it. It's harder to do it when it's just the bar. When you actually have weight on, you'll feel the difference of what I'm talking about.
It's a little like how it feels to me at the large. It feels like I'm driving myself off the end of the bench as I'm shoving up. And I'm shoving up, it's right at the top, that's where the C starts. And I can't keep the bar here and lock it out. I need to move it up over my face because that's where my shoulders are. So right towards the top, and if you're stalling, your triceps are not enough, that'll keep the bar moving. So it's timing, it's practice. You're launching yourself off the end of the bench this way as you're driving up over your face. That's how it feels to me.
She's working on it, but she's better now. I say almost the same.
Everything locks. Try it. Practice it. Yeah.
People will wait for you. You always make time to do your setup.
It's your show. A minute is a long time.
Everything stays tight. Squeeze your glutes and you lock your hips into place and you don't move.
Lift off. Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Push up and back. I'm going to do some more.
Yeah, you can squeeze that bar. I can see daylight. Okay. So you've got tension everywhere in your body.
Yeah.
This is, I'll just back me up on this.
Yeah, you actually have more neurological control of your shoulders with your fingers than you do with the shoulder muscles. If you see someone, like when I'm examining them, I'm testing the shoulder muscle that's starting to fail, you'll actually see their fingers start to try to get it done.
Is that right?
Yeah, they'll try to use their fingers together because they're trying to turn on. So if you're turning on in your fingers on the bench, then you're recruiting better around your shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to have a dead hand. You want that very involved because it just engages the muscles quicker.
It makes it easier.
Yeah.
Squeeze the bar like the same with squat and deadlift. You squeeze the bar with deadlift, like as if your life depended on it. You gotta hold on to the bar. It'll make it easier. It feels uncomfortable, but it's only like for a few seconds.
Yeah. Just a few seconds.
That's right. The enjoying part is when you're done and you look at what you lifted. That's when you enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next? Anybody?
All right, looks up.
Everything has to be tight. Is that your record? It's
13. Work your way.
I got it up.
on the inside. It's like did they put the racks on the wrong side? I think the numbers are supposed to be on the inside. It's like they put the bars on the outside.
Everything stays tight, and when you finally feel like you're ready, you squeeze your glutes to lock your hips in place. Stop. Bring it back in. What are you gonna say?
Probably the same thing you were going to say.
Heels?
Heels and wrists.
Yeah.
Falling back.
You can see your feet going like this.
You feel like you're tight, but you're not. Okay? So let's do that again. So be conscious of what you're doing with your feet. Okay. So if you're squeezing that, hang on, if you're squeezing that bar, everything's going to be in a line here. You're going to feel the load right through your arm like that. Don't let your wrist cock back, okay? Crush. That's better.
Come back in. There we go.
She was good for the first couple for us, and then it started to release.
Yeah.
I stop grabbing
Yeah, sorry.
and loosen my
You're
grip.
right.
I wasn't aggressive.
Think of somebody you don't like.
I don't know. For every rep.
Seriously. Whatever it takes for you to squeeze. I'm just saying. Like this one? No, you didn't kill them. I'm just saying. Just
Hard because
this.
Yeah. You seem to lose it about in your second or third rep test.
I don't even feel it.
That's okay. It's okay. We're seeing. So maybe what I would suggest is you do more repetitions.
On that as well.
Was I coming off?
They see like, I saw like your thinking move. Like, if they see that, they literally are paying attention to everything. So, whatever it takes in your mind for you to remember, I need to hold on to this bar, do it.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, you gotta see this. They're not looking to give you white lights. You're looking to give you red lights. They're looking for reasons to give you a
I
red.
understand, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the higher you go.
Yeah.
Funny, you know, you think this is the easiest way to push.
Remember the stuff Mark told you.
There's lots of technicalities to it. Okay, so squeeze. Okay, set your back. Squeeze, set your back, set your feet. Take a breath in there. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Okay, lower the bar. Okay, lower the bar, bend the bar. Blow out. No, not now. On the way up. Come on back up. Try it again. Bend the bar. Hold your breath. Okay, lower the bar while you're holding your breath. Halfway up, blow it out. Okay, as it's coming up, blow it out. And you can move faster now. Okay, crush. Bend that bar. Slow, hard, blow it out. Good. That girl, that was good. We're gonna work on your arch.
And also remember when you're coming, it's not going straight up. You're doing more like you're going up and back. Up and back.
With just a different logic on the same thing. Not all muscles work at the same time when you do a lift. Different muscles work through different parts of the range of motion. So it's the big prime movers for a bench are pec, anterior delt, and tricep. But it's not like all three at once. Pec, anterior delt, tricep. So that's why you want to be over your pec first, because that's where it's starting, that's what you're using. And then as you go into anterior delt part, you want to be over top of that. Give it a better chance, and then you finish up over your tricep. That's why you want to go straight, because it's hard for your anterior delt to recruit if you're not over top of it, right? So that's why you want to come up and back so you can recruit it, give it a best chance. Put it underneath when it's time to work.
That's your rack height?
No, mine's 12. Mine's 12. Mine's 12 too. Thanks, guys.
Make sure your feet are flat. Squeeze your butt, locking your hips.
Right.
I'd have seen it 10,000 times.
Yeah,
And
that's
then I'll
right.
be back there.
Bring it back.
You just gotta work on those feet.
It's one thing. Your right foot is like.
Did you notice anything about my arm issues? I like messed up my shoulder, I guess, about 3 months ago, and it's just finally starting to sort itself out. I was touching too high, I think. But was there anything weird about my elbows?
Everything looked like it was aligned.
Yeah. It's the only thing is the foot.
Okay.
And well, that's the other thing also, like you said, when you're benching, if it doesn't feel right, then bring it back in and then readjust. It's better for you to do that than for something to happen.
Okay.
But yeah, it looked
Were
good.
you in pain?
Oh, I've been in physio for the last 3
No, but
months.
were you in pain when you were doing
No.
that?
Okay.
So it's good.
All good if you're not hurt.
That's right.
Nature's way of
This
telling
one
you
has
okay.
this one has a bit of a delayed reaction. Sometimes it's just a nice day. And
How your butt stand down.
Just
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yeah. I'm trying to think. Lock and load. Lock and load. Like,
Lock and load.
lock and load. Lock and load. Yeah. One of the things that, and I don't know if it'll help you more with visuals, some people have visuals. When I was training, when I first started training at Bill Jameson's, he said to me, picture the bar being suspended from the ceiling with elastic bands. And your job is to pull that elastic down to your chest so that you can get everything activated and pull it. And then the elastic's taking it back. Just as a visual. I always, when I get into heavy weights, I always think those big elastics from the ceiling. But I have control of the bar coming down.
that's a good.
I'm still getting other people,
I'll
but
try this again and see if I can get this right.
Tighten up your straps. Like I can see, like you look loose. Your wrist strap. Like yeah, pull them like when you.
Yeah.
So go to your quiet place here, right?
Pardon?
Go to your quiet place here. Don't be
Yep.
distracted. You're not being judged. Just go and do what you need to do, okay?
Remember, lock your hips.
Yep.
Let's do 4. I think I may miss it, but I don't know. Did you saw her move up?
That's what I have. Yeah, the butt. Yeah, I have a hell of a time with that. So we gotta focus on that one. So like I did. Pardon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can put my feet a little further apart. Maybe. Yeah.
You're very close to the bench.
Yeah.
Because you can test it once you get under, once you set yourself up, like what you're
Yeah.
saying, just test it. If
Yeah.
the butt comes off, then you know you need to make an adjustment.
Yeah.
This is like after you've already squeezed your bum and that's weird saying
Yeah.
bum for me.
Yeah.
Your ass.
Yeah, your ass.
And if it doesn't move, then you know you're in a good position. If it moves, then you need to make an adjustment.
Okay. Good. So the rest of it was okay? Like the
Yeah,
the line was
you're
alright?
squeezing the bar better this time. You're
Yeah.
getting some tension in your hands. It's really important.
Alright.
It's really, really, really important. Okay?
I know, and it's kind of weird sometimes for someone to think, wow, squeezing the bar really makes a difference. It really does make a difference. So it works.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to try it?
I like to try it.
Come on over. Do you know what your rack height is? We'll know in a second.
3-0. I think it's 1.
As soon as you lay down, we'll know. Ooh, I love your shoes.
I'm all about the shoes.
It's all about shiny.
Yeah, those are nice.
It seems a little high.
It might be a little high, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been an 8. This see how that looks.
Yeah, that seems good.
When's the best time? It's gonna be Thursday. Yeah, because I'll be driving by. We'll try to do that. We'll drive by. You can come back on the way back to the hill. First thing I saw on your first rep is your butt came off. So like once you get yourself into place, squeeze your glutes. It opens up your hips and locks them in place so you can't move off the bed.
Okay.
Okay. You saw something?
Yeah, your line is completely straight.
Yeah.
So it's true the shortest distance between 2 points is straight line, except for your bench press.
Yeah.
You want to steer it up over your face. So as your shoulders take the load, you have to be over your shoulders. As your triceps is sitting low, you have to be over your triceps. So that's C.
Okay, so I should come up a little, like a little bit
I'm
more?
exaggerating it, but that's it. Okay, so it's moving up over your face.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So you're pushing and pushing. So you're pushing yourself off the bench, and you're pushing up over your
I think
face.
before I was actually coming too far back,
You'll know.
so, okay,
You'll know.
okay.
Okay, you want to lift off, you can go down.
That's fine.
Okay. So remember to squeeze those glutes, and if you can't get the glutes to squeeze, just push your knees out. Okay? Push your knees out. Good.
Squeeze it tight. Push back.
Okay. Not too far.
Just a natural. Yeah, that's it. Just see on that third one, it's just you went with it. It was just natural. That's how you sort. You don't have to over exaggerate.
Okay.
You're just guiding it up. It's gonna naturally go that way because you're pushing that way.
Okay.
And that's it. Mark.
Cool.
And just remember, like I said, after you finish your setup and you're taking your breath, just remember squeeze your glutes, lock your hips. It locks your hips in place. Your butt won't move. And like you said, push the exercise of the shoe.
Yeah, and then actually, I had done 87.5, and that it was actually going to be a record for, I'm 60, right? So, but my foot slipped. But I think it's because I kind of have my feet like that, instead of more, maybe like that would have been
And
better.
it's hard because I know, like, my setup, I
You did this
in my
17
mind,
times this
my feet are this way. When you see videos,
17
my feet are
times.
like that.
Okay,
17 times.
so your feet are kind of,
Yeah, my feet are like that. But it just so ends up, maybe it's not fair. Platform like that.
yeah, I would, because as soon as
This
my
never
foot
happened
slipped,
before.
no, as soon as it slipped, it was done.
It could have been something on the platform. Because yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that because I was like, my feet are like that too. I tried to go this way. I think it's just a matter of trying to work with it. If that's what's comfortable for you,
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
no, but if you can, ideally we want to be this way. Because by having our feet out this way, it actually allows us to push.
Right. I find that I can use my legs.
Yeah, that's what
Drive back
comes
to stop us. And they like to look at chalk here.
Yeah, see,
So
for me, it's
it's
like,
like,
I'm
yeah.
still trying to fix that.
Okay.
It's funny, like I said, in my mind, my feet are this way. When I look at the video, my feet are like that.
All right. So I was thinking, yeah, I was thinking it was really bad, but maybe it's not that bad, right?
Squeeze and push back. Stay tight. Drive through your heels.
I feel like I've lost my shoulder blades.
You're turning on and off over there. You can see that she's like turning on and off stability. Is it her setup's too loose?
Her feet are not completely down. Her butt was coming off the bench. So like it all works together. Like literally, like once you lock your hips into place, once your feet are down, it allows you the ability to be able to drive through your shoulders as you're pushing out. Everything has to be tight.
Remember, you push back, not just straight up.
Especially with long arms.
Drive. Lord knows. Hello. The other thing I noticed is that when you take your lift off, you're already, I see your butt coming off. Like when you take your lift off, you're already set into place. Everything should be tight. So the only thing you're doing is when you're telling whoever's giving you lift off is that 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2 breath, whatever it is, you're just with them, just bringing it out. They're taking the brunt of the weight. You're just holding on to it until it sets into where you want it. You don't change your setup. You stay tight until you finish the rep.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel tight.
Yeah, because you weren't.
It looks rushed.
Yeah.
It looks rushed.
Yeah. Take the time.
See it as individual reps. It's like you did 3 there, but it should be 3 singles that you didn't rack in between.
Right.
Yeah. Take less.
You sure you don't? You can take a few minutes and.
Yeah, you know what? The weight's not the issue.
Yeah.
It's what's going on between the ears. You're fine with this.
Can I try the belt? I've never benched with a belt.
I still think you should take a few minutes rest.
I will.
Okay.
Is there else showing on you?
Yeah. I can't do that.
Well, it takes the weight off.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Quarters, please.
Oh, that was fine.
Fluid on there. There's fluid on there.
The weight only goes up. It doesn't go down.
Yes. I wasn't able to do 45, so yeah.
25.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, if it happens, you have Don't let your set up. Feet down, flat. Your right foot's not flat.
Push your knees out, just like we were doing with the squats. That's it.
Just gotta work on the shoes. Your foot is up, right and left. Your feet are like this. They have to be like this. They have to be flat.
I've never noticed that before. Like if they feel flat to me.
Yeah, the other sides of your feet are
What I feel, what I feel one of my strengths is I can make stuff like this happen.
Drive those knees out.
And it also could be the shoe.
Yeah, because I usually don't bench these. I usually bench
So that's more
So how do you know what setup's best for you? I played around with a few things. I still feel like my shoulder blades come out. I don't feel like
I think the reason why your shoulder blades come out is because when your butt isn't tight and you're not on the bench, everything else is almost like a chain. It follows each other. Feet have to be flat. Ass has to be tight, which in turn helps you dig your shoulder blades into the bench.
Start at your feet and work up.
Right. It literally, it works that way. Or you can go down. It's the same thing. Everything has to be tight because it throws everything else off. And that's why you felt like you weren't getting any drive out of your shoulders because I saw your butt was up. You can't get
Is my setup okay the way I grab the bar and dig in? No.
You know what you're doing? You're doing the movements, the result. So, do it with the intent. You don't go on to the next stage of your setup until you got that stage sorted out. If you're setting your back to the bench, don't try and set your feet to your back. There's nothing to set. You're just kind of going through the knee. It was like you were acting.
One of the best.
I've never honestly felt totally comfortable with my setup, so I'm asking like, should I be doing something different?
You can start with your feet. So over time, you just know where to set up your feet. So I'll set here. So I know the first part is my feet. And then You gotta find where you think your butt's gonna lift once you actually get ready to start charge. So I'm just gonna set up the way I set up.
Setting your shoulders first.
Setting really,
Yeah.
now she's got her lats activated.
Yeah.
Everything's working, right?
Where I want to put my feet.
Feet,
Right.
good. So now the glutes are turned down. She can't go anywhere.
Right.
And I'm pushing against the edges of the shoe. I'm making sure that my shoulders didn't like this. Yes.
Right on.
So then I know everything. It feels a little uncomfortable, but it should. But everything is
Yeah, nothing feels uncomfortable. So your shoulders won't fall out. It shouldn't be fun.
Like some people can start from feet, but shoulders, I go the other way. It just depends on what works for you. But you have to make sure that everything is in contact where it needs to be. Feet with the floor, ass and shoulders into the bench. And you can literally feel like once you set up, especially on the shoulder blades, it should feel like they're digging in. If they're not digging in, then that means you need to lower your rack height. Because you should feel like you're dug in. You should feel locked. Yeah.
So it starts at the bar essentially then. Grab the bar, then shoulders.
If you're setting up that way, if that's what works for you.
When do you start grabbing the bar?
Well, after for me, it's just
Once your body's set up?
yeah.
Walk it through.
Like when I start with my feet. This is something I'm just used to doing. So I'm starting to build my arch right here. You see, I'm already starting to set it up.
Yeah.
So I know my hands are gonna be here, so I'm bringing my feet down.
Yeah.
So what I may do sometimes if I don't feel like I'm deep enough, locked in, is that I'll do here. Make sure I bring my shoulders in. I'll do. Like even this is still too high because I would bring it down one for me. Work with it. And then I try and just almost like I'm feeling for where I know it's gonna be. My feet. So that when I set
Now you're grabbing.
everything's tight.
Yeah.
So all this shit is just a matter of hinges.
Do you think it works a lot better if you're
So when you do that, it's
If you can, ideally, you want to be the baddest squad with the
relax.
hand.
It's,
It's
don't
like
hold-
I'm looking for this.
yeah, but you're doing it already after you got racked it.
Right.
You're unrocking, and then you're looking for your locking in point. She's not even close to unrocking it, and I could drop Karma in here. She's not gonna move,
This is my
right?
worst lift.
Yeah, so
The ones we hate, right?
yeah, so it's like you're not locking in before you unrock it. You're not being patient, right? So she goes to hold chair, and you can get there however you need to. She's right, you're saying, but it's like you kind of just loose. And they'll kind of try to tighten up, but then you can't hold that if you already have the bar in the air.
Right.
So it's like you're looking for it, and that's right. I mean, you've got a lot of strength, you still lift it, but yeah, you're far cry from locked in. Yeah, you're just using a couple muscles as opposed to locked in from feet up.
You'll know because it'll feel slightly uncomfortable, and you'll feel yourself locked into place. So like, it's nothing more awesome than feeling that when you know you set your bench properly, because it's just gonna be easy as hell. You know.
I like it.
I'm trying to express.
But you want somebody to do somebody to work?
Yeah.
Against the raw bench only for masters, so I didn't.
Mark, what's the best place for you to walk through for this?
Kimberly's on that side.
Okay.
You do a lift off of
How do you like to lift?
I'm going to take a deep breath in over my chest.
So some people say, I asked them, I said, this is too low already. I said, I understand. If it's too low already, make that for master. Open them.
Yeah.
That was just fun. That was like a warm up.
That was like a basic. Yeah, I know.
How did it feel? Did it look
Yeah.
That was like so easy.
So
Yeah.
I said, I
What do you want on?
That's why I swim.
What do you want on right now?
more or less up to super heavy.
Are you 235 to chest?
They do kilos or pounds?
Pounds.
I'd at least throw on some 25s or some 35s. Like seriously, that was
Yeah.
No.
That was like I throw in another like 25, 35 something. That was like easy. Come on, like no.
Her confidence isn't there.
No.
That's why she's doing this right now. She's trying to help bring her confidence
Why
back.
don't you let us throw on the weight and we don't have to tell you what it is
It
and
was
then you
just
just do it.
open, the bench was open, there was no,
Okay, if Mark picks the weight.
Okay. So you don't look at the bar. Yeah.
Is this the chest or is this the core?
You try that.
Boards? This is boards, right here.
Yeah, wasn't any amount of handicap or anything, so I mean, I never, because I missed it, you're like, I didn't go back the next year. We're all friends, right?
What championship master team heavy master men? I think they still go with Will's because sometimes there's so many classes and less lifters. So you know, in weightlifting, when they send the national team, you don't go by the body weight classes. You learn. Sometimes they'll go by the best, and the bronze level has always. No, because they have the body weight classes. They will take the best points. So for example, I give you an example.
Squeeze that bar.
Say one girl.
That was for your head.
63 kilo plus.
You don't even need to know.
And let's say 400 kilos. And the second one, we are to 290. And I know that a super heavy, she's 105 kilos or 120 kilos. But she should go. She should go.
Because I guess a lot of
But up here in Canada, they do work. Weightlifting, they say, no, she's not going. Because she's almost like her own soul. They said, well, you understand, 63 cost and 63 seconds. So that they have good chance to get a medal like silver.
She was in our team for
Gold, rather than
Hey, how are you?
Photographing women, huh? Can we get a shot of Athena the Wonder Twin? Can we get a shot
Yeah,
of
of
Athena
course.
the Wonder Twin?
She's going back to the Czech Republic.
Drunk, you gotta look over there. Athena the Wonder Twin. There she is. Without her, this would not be possible. Good job.
No, there's never without body weight classes. Sometimes it is what they tell you that you get the position by the Wilks formula. That is not a proper competition. This is some like in the World Games or Arnold Classic maybe, like a national or international, like a World Championship or national.
the Arnold they type, I will. They still gave out medals.
It's not a championship.
Come on,
Yeah. It's just like a competition.
Too late.
Yeah, you see that also got harder to stabilize.
It's actually too late.
You know, you weren't staying tight enough. It was easy. Like actually, it was more of the shirt doing the work for you. Like it would have been like instead of. It's just you getting comfortable with it. That's all. You gotta have trust in knowing that once it hits your chest, it's just bam, you're springing it off.
I don't usually go to chest that late, but.
What do you want now?
Right, you get ready for deadlifts, so go ahead and change.
So you choose 35?
Socks on, let's get everybody ready for deadlifts. Okay, I'm ready. And I'm ready. Okay then.
Oh, I
Keep
got
it that then.
That's why I wore these pants.
That's good.
Your dog is a
I mean, if you're
I got,
like 235.
Pretty much.
Just they'll decide what's the throw on. You don't look at it and let them with that.
got it.
You just gotta be confident. No matter what it is, you just gotta go for it. I'm not gonna put anything that I don't think you're capable of getting.
If this goes up,
You just gotta squeeze the bar. And be confident. Like you should get excited when you're bringing it down because you're like, yes. Once you hear that, I don't even have to hear press. I just hear, and that's enough for me because they opened up their mouth to say press. Okay,
And then you tell me when to press?
Yeah. Nah, you want me to say it? Okay. But the minute you hear it, then I want you to
tell when I
drive.
get it to my chest.
All right, I'll tell you. Well, then you need to drive the minute you hear it.
be smarter and don't just lift it. Be
Right.
smart. Use good technique. Okay?
Come on.
Be smart.
Come on.
Don't quit on it. Stay with it.
Come on.
You push through. Stay tight. Press.
Come on, Aaron.
Push, 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 push.
Yeah.
You feel it when you actually
Yeah.
with the weight?
Yeah.
See how easy that was? That was easier than the 225.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Absolutely it
And
was.
only because you focus. You see the difference in your mindset? How much it changed? A lift?
Aaron, something that I mentioned to Mark while you were getting ready, because I worked with you this morning on the squat, and it was kind of the same resistance. Was in your mind, you don't start to play until it's heavy, because you've created this place where it's like lightweights, I don't care, I don't try.
Disrespect.
You need to start to treat the light ones like they're heavy, because there's lots of benefit there. Because this, like that one was way better just because you were trying.
You respected it.
Yeah, earlier.
Just
I think he is right here.
That's right, Mark.
Just point it out.
And Mark's pointed that out for me before. It's not that I don't listen, it just takes a few times to.
I'm just
So
like
that
that,
pause
Aaron.
here because the things that I've been saying.
if you came in and told all of you what you think I'd be saying, once they go, oh, why didn't you tell us that before?
I quit.
Or having someone push that. You do that.
They weren't.
You know what? I can give them these on
They were talking about it.
That's why.
Well, just on that one,
Yeah,
I can get my head down to
that if he's on our
section.
and people like that, but me, you know what? I don't know.
No.
Yeah. And they're wondering why.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I go to RMT almost.
Just for a second.
Yeah, when I actually think about when I'm doing things,
Well, my RMT is harder.
Oh, because she was just trying to get you to relax. She wanted you to
I can
move up.
only really justify this once you're done.
How she's got long socks on, it's dragging her legs. That's good. Yeah. Okay. She just did it because it was banging into the other rack. Okay. So she moved the bar. She was expecting her to move.
RMT is
Try it out. Just a single step, you bump into it.
you know?
Yeah, so I'm all about this here.
Yeah, it's.
What did she tell you? Yeah.
It's almost like you're rocking into it. Right there. That's a good place for you to start and then we can work on it. You should be driving through your hills. Have you tried this weight before? Well, also the difference is A, you haven't tried the weight, and B, you're trying to get used to a new stance. So we can take it. Okay.
I just thought the last one was way too easy. She was talking while she was doing it, so. It was 225 on the last one. It was too easy.
We'll just take it back down a minute just so we can see.
What? Think about the bar.
Let me see something.
This year. This year.
Enter into the home. That's where I was. Knees out, get closer. Okay. He said, can you do it?
I didn't pitch below it.
You get out there and swing the stairs, and then you get national record. What has to happen is
It's just gonna
you
take
get
time,
close to the bar,
because your body's
just
just not used to
like
it.
you have to breathe. It's like
You're used to doing this. And a lot of people who begin, they start like this because they just don't know. But this is where you are, because you want to be able to drive using the hips, using your hands.
Just use conventional
Even if it's just you getting one good one, you might be getting one good one and you still a crack. Squeeze everything, see, so your butt rise. Bam. Chest, head, chest, first. It's gonna take time.
when your turn
Because you're so used to doing it that way. It's a little better, but it's just gonna take time. Because that's what you're used to doing. You're used to wearing it. It should be more like when you backslide, you're more like that.
Here people just kind of bump goes up and fast.
Right.
Or something.
Remember how that feels. And that's the point you're always going to want to be at. And that, remember, like when you're, that initial second when you decide you're committing to the lift, you're locked in, you grab, look up, chest up, bam. Eyes up, chest up. This is the way you're going.
Your ceiling, what you're doing is good for a gym lift, but your ceiling and what you can accomplish is much lower. This is, you're just including more stuff, right? You can get more into it. Just your ceiling is much.
It doesn't matter if you're already drinking. It's going to take time. It's not a big deal. So once you have that set, everything else is good. Because it's the mechanics that for me is the proper basis. And like when people talk about being afraid about injuries, that's what it's coming from. Because most people just aren't paying attention to the mechanics. And it irks the crap out of me when I see it in the gym. Oh my God, I see so many people and they're like,
I give my senior citizens that deadlift technique 20 reps so they can pick up the groceries regularly and not get hurt. Right? Deadlifting's a real lift. It's real life. It's just picking things up. Let's do it safely.
And I only go to the car once. I refuse to go back for a second time.
That's right. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, basically. No, I can carry it all.
I'm gonna be strong so I can be lazy.
Okay. So our hips are like close to the bar as possible. So what we do is we gotta try to
Get up top, finish it. Stick it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay.
because otherwise it's just a
Just-
conventional deadlift.
Just have to understand the moves and body execute.
Oh, okay.
What's fresh in your brain?
Okay.
Shins on it.
Semester, okay.
Open up your hips.
6 minutes.
Nobody wants to go?
Hips towards right.
You're gonna train like
Do the rest of that day.
Drag the bar straight. Hips to the bar, drag your shins.
Lock those hips forward. Bam. Right. So when you're coming up, that's what you're thinking to yourself. When you finish, the more aggressive you are, the easier it'll be. The slower you are, because when you get tired, you may not be able to finish up top. So nothing worse than lose a lift here.
This may be like, for some of you gals, let's reverse chain this. Let's think about what's the lockout position supposed to be. You can't just say, glutes and hips should be firing on. And we're not, we're not solid.
Okay, good.
So just think about that from the top. Where am I supposed to be? And then go get there from the bottom. So step
You
up
can
to the
take
bar.
one
With the deadlift?
That's supposed to look like. And then we'll find it.
wait for you, okay.
Sounds good. They match.
Okay.
Yeah, they match again. They match again. Before they were wearing red and
Lot of
black.
Okay, one with her.
Wow, that's lovely. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
That's just great.
I love the matchy matchy.
People want individual shots.
Okay, thank you. Very nice.
That's a cool idea. Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to use this as a scapegoat.
Is it? Okay.
These just thank yous after.
Is it really?
Now I want to get the them saying I'm an arm sister.
Cool. Maybe we'll get them all at once.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just one. Yes, you can. You can deadlift there. Put on your squat, you can deadlift.
Thank you for the advice. Like, for show and tell. Show and tell is good.
Just stand up, enter into down, stand up again. Remember, into the bar.
Yeah.
You have to be closest to the bar as possible.
I think that's been a problem in the past.
So you didn't know they were
It's gonna be forever. Joints, knees, and your waist.
Perfect. We want heavier weight. We want heavier weight.
Remember how you practice is how you're gonna compete.
Do you want to?
So if you're relaxed and you're lazy, you're gonna
No, I think we're done. I was just waiting to hear.
The big picture.
But yeah, I wanted to do one more on this weight.
What they should do.
Make sure it's right. Make sure it's on your shins. Sink your butt down. Yeah, make sure it's not the first thing up.
I looked at it. J'ai pris la clé normale. Sorry.
Yeah, that's really understood because really you sit with
And it's okay to go slow. And the heavier you set
Yeah.
So it's not, I'm not trying to tear it off. So if you're so nice and tight, right? So you start like, of course, the bar is going to come more so as
Lock it at the bam. When you get up there. Bring those hips forward. Yes.
The legs to the bar gets too
Hold it. Bam.
Yeah.
No.
Have to work this.
What's your hurry?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you afraid of the lockout?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But not too far.
No, you have to stay straight up.
Because you know what?
Because if you go too far back, the knees are going to
I had not now, but before I had I don't know, a flexor aching, and my mental went down maybe because it was hurting. Now it's okay, but I have to relearn to lock properly. Are you gonna do
It's there. You
Because
just,
I'm like, yay!
And I'm gonna call, check you.
Because when I'm doing this,
miss that one.
Yeah, seriously, you can get in there.
yeah, because when I locked out, it's like, and here it's achy, it was, and now it's better. So I have to, it's in my mind.
She had 10 on top, just 10 on top.
10, yeah.
Can't think of multiple plays. I don't know what that is.
It's 315. No, was it? No, it's
295.
295.
What's that?
295.
There's a 25 there.
first two you stayed more upright, the third one.
I thought I was back here.
Yeah.
From fatigue, probably.
It's just muscle memory. You just have to remind yourself to stay tight. And it also made it more difficult. Did you feel like it was more difficult?
Yeah, I felt my shoulders come forward. Yep. Not back. Everything else looks good?
Today?
I could see actually you were more like this. So it's just a big problem.
Really got it? I force my knees out. Sometimes I like to buckle. You ever get that? Not like collapse buckle, but the window.
Just doesn't mean you gotta tell yourself to stay tight. It's gonna get even more difficult as I'm getting ready. The difference is also telling yourself like 135 is the same as 342. You just gotta stay tight. It's the same motion.
Yeah.
It's just you know like you see it when you walk up to the bar, you feel like
My approach to the bar when I deadlift, it's like I can't keep walking around. I gotta walk up and lift.
But make sure you take that extra second.
Yeah, but I have to go and deadlift.
That's right.
But that's your way to
Yeah, I'm leaving. Thank you very much, Kevin. Bob, I'm leaving.
See you in national.
Safe drive home.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Have a safe drive home.
Okay, thank you.
I have to come to your house for dinner sometime. Remember?
Thanks.
You invited me.
Thanks for the picture.
He's like, yeah, okay.
No, maybe, we should come later.
Does anyone else want to see something or something want to
Do
try?
you mind if I get a clip of you doing deadlift?
I don't think it sucks. I'm not wearing the right shoe.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you have to go barefoot.
No one's gonna
Oh,
do
man.
that.
No, don't do that.
Yeah. I'll never get the end of it, too. She's wearing Skechers.
Now, for a question, you can sumo deadlift that probably, but for me, if I'm,
Together, especially before that.
it just feels so unnatural. See, it's such a struggle. Where? Yeah.
So the left is the message of Barry.
I left open.
Go slow, go slow, go slow. Get close.
Please,
I
please,
left my mouth.
Actually, you know why? You're too low. Stay high. Because you were putting this and you're going from here. Yeah. And then this.
Mix
No,
away.
stay high.
What's
But
going on?
you will find a position. You feel good.
It makes me feel weak when I
Just
no at all.
I was trying
It's humbling when you try something.
because
That's there.
he has experienced, I like that, you want to practice that. I might,
But when you put your hips forward,
I don't mind
you
it
finish
if
here.
I'm that
Okay.
It's
You want to
nice.
be here.
Just
One motion.
Yeah, I know, but
Be aggressive.
my point is, if they contact the police, then the national doesn't know.
Yes. This injury is not used to it.
Yeah, that's it.
And what do you steer? You're like,
My chest is a bit tired from last night.
Is that some kind of challenge?
Daddy's challenge, yeah.
We'll work out in this place called Evolution as well. it's this really weird surface. Like it doesn't feel, but it just does something to your shirt because you really are stuck. So when you get set,
We're coming in and out really well. So that was good to see, but we don't want to give open doors for other things to happen.
Make sure it's if your fingers on the rings. I heard Kim say earlier too to hold on to the bar like your life depends on it. What I always say is squeeze the bar like it owes you money. So once we've determined where the grip is going to go, hold on to it and your hands don't move. You should be like squeeze that bar like it owes you
Push through your
money.
heels and look at one more.
Rack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything's tight, you step back, you want to be equal distance. Remember to get the toes out.
Usually you see people do the other way, they don't do it enough. Right?
And it's like you're going to sit, so you push it.
Little things like that when you got, big PR back.
One more? That's good. Okay.
Because then when we start doing little things like that, other things will start to go bigger things. And then you have bigger problems.
Come on, did you want it? You're only going to do one. That's okay?
I can't.
One more. Let me set up, hit easy def. The only thing is that when you're coming up,
Actually, if someone...
remember, like, try to breaking apart your back. Like,
Okay, you know what, let's check that right now.
and now, when you're mentally telling yourself that, it locks it into yourself. So when you're...
like when you said,
I don't look at anything. I don't see anything, I don't look at anything.
Yeah, I hear you.
Eventually you won't have to. You'll just remember to, it's called a pack neck. You're making the double chin face. You know when you do selfies for anyone in, or how are we doing for time, Francis?
Yeah, we're good. We got.
I also tend to think about people I don't like, and I tell myself that they're laughing at me, and then they don't think I'm gonna get this, and that totally makes me get the lift. That's awesome. No, seriously, do that. Seriously. If all else fails, then
Squeeze pelvis.
Okay. Mark? Do you want to tell me what's wrong with my squat when I'm at 185?
mine goes above.
Yes,
She's like, oh, okay. Used to compete together, so.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're in the same class.
And I moved on. So now.
That's because of that.
Yeah.
Still glutes on. Bigger. Finish right with the glutes. Okay.
Narrower.
So if you have one good rep of five,
There you go.
I might not have several, but whatever percentage is good ones, what do you think you're going to get better?
3 reps, 2 reps.
Yeah, it definitely feels better.
It's a comfortable position. It's a comfortable position. You know what I mean? There's no like here and kind of like, oh no, what's going on there?
Next down, just kind of dribble off.
Cool. Yeah.
And also, like, no, my kids would be yelling my name.
Come on, glutes on. Sit in a little slower.
And the next week, knowing that she got married in a short little dress, like just showing it all.
You got it. You can go 2 inches deeper. Push them out wide. Sink it, sink it, sink it. Stand up. Wrap.
There you go. So with it. Oh yeah, no, you're not ever going to find your ass.
Yeah.
Especially with how your posture.
Sure. Remember the thing about locking your hips?
It's long, eh?
Yeah.
Like it's so. See, that one is shorter than that.
Stay where you are? Yeah.
Advice I give totally. But me, I don't do it.
Try it out.
Yeah, do you wanna?
I did the bar already. Use for that.
And I don't think it's this instead of maybe good positioning or.
Yeah, I think my back would lose. Maybe not.
That's fine.
I never tried them on.
Okay, that's fine. There's something to look at.
Sure.
I always hated about blocks. I used to always use the blocks, and I never had my feet on them in the competition, and then they'd have to resettle them. And jeez.
Big J hooks.
I was like, first ask.
Yeah, I'm kind of hitting the hooks.
You did something a little different on your last one than all the others.
Okay.
You brought it down. You tucked your elbows under a little bit more.
Sorry, excuse me?
Jump on the bench for me for a second. Just jump on the bench for me for a second.
What are you doing? Jump on the.
Like lay down.
Okay.
Take this like it's a bench. It's the same grip. Bring it down to your chest.
So you're just a little more forward.
Yeah. Keep your heels down.
I don't think my calves are.
The other. That's where that shoes.
Yeah.
Squat shoes is a good thing.
Yeah. Well, because where Jessica sets her feet, she had flat toe, so you can make some torque.
I'm gonna try
Use
this.
your butt cheeks.
No, you're absolutely right. I should be
Yeah, well, just looking for the same.
I'm gonna try the squat shoes.
Still looks pretty good. Okay, what of some of the
There's no like, because I think I get used to like push on the same rep. I forgot there was no safeties here, Francis.
Yeah.
It's funny.
What's from Bill? They don't use safety rails. Better than yesterday, Joe?
So I was thinking, I was thinking it was maybe bad, but maybe it's not that bad, right?
It's just something, I mean, it's a little tweak you can make. Squeeze and push back. Stay tight. Drive through your heels.
I feel like I've lost my shoulder blades.
You're turning on and off. She's like turning on and off stability. Her setups too loose.
Feet. Her feet are not completely down. Her butt was coming up. Yay!
And your hips will go right to where they need to go. You did it kind of there almost instinctively. You pulled the second time you pulled on a little bit, hips came to where they were going to be. Try it again.
Really? Because it felt awful.
Okay. And just try to put all the tension out of the bar before you pull. Hear that little pre-tension brings your hips up a bit? Pre-tension?
Funny because
You hear that little, there's a little bit of slack in there. So, really? 5 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way on it, but.
Okay.
That's what we learned.
Yeah. Yeah. Form. Okay.
So that's okay?
Yeah. Your feet into the floor. Sit down. Pull it in. Yeah. There you go. Yes. Good. She did it. Keep it going. There we go. Bar in. Strong arm. Good.
Anybody wants to go?
Hips towards the back.
You're gonna train like
Be aggressive.
mettre deux plates.
Yeah, make sure it's not the first thing up.
I looked at oh, j'ai pris la plate normale. Sorry.
Okay. That's where you finish because you reduce it without standing.
And it's it's okay to go slow. And I have a good idea. I just have a restore our ancestors. Because then he's gonna have
That makes sense. So if you're so nice and tight, right, and all of a sudden you start playing close, the bar's going to come. You're going to sort of follow. So
Lock it at this. Bam. When you get up there. Bring those hips forward. Yes. Hold it. Bam.
Yeah.
It won't even
Actually, you know why? You're too low because you were putting this on your butt from here.
Yeah.
And then this.
Because chest up.
Yes.
Higher. Shove your knees up. Shove your knees up. Shove your knees up. But when you finish with your hips forward, because you finished here.
Okay.
You want to be here. Just one motion. She's our little trick monkey.
Quarters.
Look at the mom that does party tricks.
That's